I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, it's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud.
What's up, everybody? Winners Only Podcast, Episode 5, October the 24th. Y'all know I'm always moving my hands and stuff like this. From Purposeful Productions, my guy Austin here in Frisco, Texas. We're about to get to it. We got a lot of NFL football, college football to talk to, and I got a special guest. His name is Tanner Kern from DraftKings. This dude does it all. He does sports betting. He does player props. And let me tell y'all something about him in player props. He absolutely destroys it. You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. I can't even beat him in player props. I don't do him that much. He is the guy. I'm learning from him. I'm going to bring him on here shortly. But first, let's talk about this. I know it was a crazy week this last week. We went 8-6 in college football. Y'all don't kill me for this. 8-6 or 8-7. I know I'm close. It wasn't that great of a college football weekend, but we've been hitting over 70% in college football. Then we got to the NFL, and we absolutely dominated on the weekend. We went 7-0. You guys made a ton of money. And then back to college football, we had the Tennessee Live plus money, Colorado money line, and you guys made a lot of money. So I'm going to get my boy Tanner in here. This is going to be a quick episode today. Stevie, shout out to you. It's my boy Stevie's birthday. Stevie, how old are you? About 162. We ain't going to go over that, but he's having fun. He had to leave last minute. He will be back next week. The boss will be back next week talking sports, talking high school football, the high school spotlight. Let's get my boy Tanner in here. Let's go. What's up, everybody? I want to introduce my friend Tanner Kern, live here from, I'm going to say it, this boy is at DraftKings. He's doing it big. I've known Tanner for a couple years now. We met through a mutual friend. And, dude, I'm so excited to have him on here because, honestly, I suck at player props. People ask me to do them all the time. I'm going to start doing them because I feel like I'm good at it. But this guy right here is the player prop guy. He's on DraftKings. I've watched him move up the last 2 years, man, and just being a guy that loves sports and really having a vision of where he wanted to go. Tanner, congratulations to you, man. And I am pumped that you're on my podcast. I thought you were going to charge me like 10 grand. I'm like, I ain't got it, bro, but I'm glad you're here. Let's go.
Nah, dude, I ain't worth that much yet, but I'm trying to get there hopefully someday.
You're there.
But I appreciate
you're going to be on ESPN, baby. I already know.
Hey, I hope so, man. That's the goal here. I appreciate the warm welcome. Hopefully the player props hit this weekend for the people, but you're the teaser king, man. So I'm in the presence of the teaser king right now.
Hey, I appreciate that. Sometimes I think I'm the teaser king, and then when I have a bad weekend, you know, you have one bad weekend out of 4, everybody just wants to throw you to the wolves. I'm like, ooh, hey, refund card, do this. I'm like, it was just 1 week. Now, you know what? You did that refund. You did that chargeback. You ain't never getting back in. Just know that. I'm telling y'all live. That's it.
You know what, though? That's the thing about this industry, man. People don't understand. You're going to lose. Like, a really good bettor is still going to lose all the time. That's why you got to stay consistent, keep the unit sizes going, and, you know, stay on top of it and keep betting, man.
I'm telling you, Tanner, and that's one thing with sports betting, and you know this. You've been doing it a long time, and you get guys that come in and they say, I get the inboxes all the time, Tanner, and they say, send me a free pick tonight. And if you win tonight, I'll buy your package. Now, listen, and I go back politely and I say, this is a long game. It's like investing. So if you put your money in crypto, if you put your money in Tesla and you put $100 in, and tomorrow you woke up with $97, you're pulling out, here's the deal. And it's like this with Bitcoin and anything. You put the money in, leave it in. And if you have somebody good that you trust, it's not, I believe both of us are good guys and we do what we say we're going to do. We give picks based off information that we really, we navigate and we look through the information. I know you do too. A lot of these guys out here, and I think this is where people are blind, is a lot of these guys out here, I'm just going to throw them out there. I ain't worried if you come for me or not because I ain't scared of you, bro. Vegas Dave. He 50%. This is what he was doing. The Dodgers and the Yankees playing. He's taking 10,000 people's money, 50% getting the Dodgers, 50% getting the Yankees, and he is literally getting rich. That's a scam. We don't do that. Tanner and I do not do that. We try to hit it at a high level. We give you our picks, but you are going to lose. You're going to have, hell, you're not going to have a bad day. You're going to have a bad week. You may have a bad 10 days, but y'all see that? Boy, that's a rookie mistake with the earbuds. You're going to have a bad 10 days, but the point is you got to keep going. It's a long-term game. It's not a short-term game, period.
No, I mean, the best thing besides, giving 50% on each side, it's the people that
Yeah.
rent the Maseratis and the Bugattis for the day, and they sit in the car and they take the pictures, and they rent the PJ for the day. And you know what? Credit to them, because that makes a lot of money for them. But like, I
It
just could
does.
never do that. I could never do that. And I don't know how people buy into it so much in this space. Like, you don't get like all the kids. I dropped out of college. I started sports betting as a freshman. By the time I'm a sophomore, I'm worth $3 million. Like, what the hell are you talking about, man?
Hey, bro,
People
you gonna
believe
make
that.
me, Tanner. You're about to make me just fall over and die right now. The funny thing about that is, everybody really believes that. Me and you could go right now. We go to Vegas, and y'all, we won't do this, y'all, but we could do this. I've hit some big parlays. Everything you see on mine is real. Everything you see on Tanner's is real. But me and Tanner could go. We could make the wildest video, cut in clips. We're winning, doing this. Got a PJ, got Ferraris, got Lamborghinis, and y'all would spend $500,000 on us in 2 days, and we would. It's so crazy. We probably didn't have $100 in our bank account. It's crazy y'all let people do that to y'all, and that you really. We don't do that. Just so you know, we don't do that. But it's funny you said that, man. That's an ongoing thing. I see these guys that get in and they sports bet, and I see all these little nicknames. You go look at them like, dude, this dude looks like he's never picked a game in his life. He never even played a sport. He don't even know what sports look like. And this guy all of a sudden's a billionaire. No, he took some pictures, man. That's it. And
I got one.
You know.
I had one last week, man. It was like a kid, probably 23, 24 years old. He's like, I've been doing this for 10 years. Like, what the hell you mean you've been doing it for 10 years?
You've been doing this since you were 13, bro. You can't do that.
Walking through Vegas with the chains on and stuff. He's like, I've been doing this for 10 years. Here's what you got to keep in mind when you're betting. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, nobody, and but it's sad though, because that works in the space. It works. Like, people buy that stuff, and that is such a bad direction that we're going in right now in sports betting. Yeah.
But you know what? It's like this. A lot of people know this about me too. I'm not. I'm a father. I'm a God guy. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't tell people I've got rich by doing sports bets. People that can look me up. You can look at me. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a turf company. I do other things, but sports is my love. I did sports management for 10 years. I managed professional athletes. I didn't manage them as far as being their agent, but I did their Nike deals, their Under Armour deals, got them endorsement deals. Marcus Dixon, my good buddy, that he's with the Vikings now, defensive line coordinator. Dwayne Harrison played for the Cowboys. My boy Marion Barber, rest in peace, for the Cowboys. Felix Jones, my partner Adrian Bradley. We had A&D Sports Management. I've lived, walked. I played college baseball, done these things. So I don't just come out of the blue and just guess at stuff. And I know you as well. You're a sports guy, man. I watch you in everything you do. I know you see. I look at your stories, and I love to, because I'm intrigued by how deep you go when you give. And I need to get better at this. When you give your explanations on player props and what's going to happen, bro, you dive really deep, and I enjoy it. As a sports guy, I truly enjoy it. Like, we'll talk about going to and you probably had a prop on this. You probably had the prop on them beating the NBA record or tying it. But what the Celtics last night, that was amazing. That's your team.
Well, for me, I kind of stay away from the NBA for a little bit until we get a little more information, because the NBA is a game of numbers can be huge for you. But
there's so many games.
There's so many games. There's so many numbers. You got players. And the thing I hate about the NBA, teams will pack it in so early. But the Boston Celtics the other night, sadly, they didn't get the 3-point record. But they looked so good throughout that entire game. And I don't have any props or picks from that one that I had. But I will say this. If the Boston Celtics do not win another championship this year, it's a failure, 100%. I know you're a Mavs guy, and I know you got Luka and all that down there, and they look really good. But this Celtics team's a different beast.
Hey, man. Those damn Celtics look amazing. And so I go to sleep. I have kids. So I have kids. I go to sleep. My wife thinks I'm old. I go to sleep like 8:39. I'll literally be asleep. I have other things to do during the day. I kind of divide my time. I have my turf company. I do other things. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have other things going. And then after 12, I get to sports. I'm like, okay, 12, 1, 2. Or while I'm driving, this is my time for sports. I kind of delegate it. And my wife's like, you go to bed so early, you're an old man. Well, I wake up in the middle of the night and check. She thinks I'm old. She'll fall asleep. I'll be like, I hit the thing late at night. There goes my earpiece again. I'll hit the thing late at night. And I look at it, I'm like, CBS Sports Line, ESPN. Oh, the Celtics did this. I'll make a loud noise. She'll be like, shut up, we're sleeping. And I'm like, I forgot. Hell, I get excited, man. It's how it is. So, yeah, that's it.
Well, Josh Hart coming out to the game and saying the NBA's got to drug test those guys. Like, he's right. They
That
probably
was
should.
funny,
They're
bro.
that good. That was great. And people took it seriously. It's like, yo, he's throwing them under the bus. He knows. Like, man, he's clearly joking. They're just on top of the world right now.
Hey, listen, the world will look anything to look down on you. Like, it's like the guys that message you, or the I say guys and girls, or guys and ladies that message you, go, give me one free pick. Listen, let me tell y'all something right now. And Tanner will tell you this something back. And this is what the Winners Only podcast is about. If you're a winner in life, it doesn't matter what situation you're put in, where you're born. If you're born in a dumpster over here, maybe that might be different, but a dumpster over here, but you can get out of that. Or if you're born in a family and you got so much money and you're a billionaire, the kids that have more money are worse off than the kids that come from nothing. There's a line that you can find if you have a winners only mindset, that you can come out of anything. Like you went, I don't know where you came from. We hadn't talked about that, but I've seen you. I watched you in 3 years from barely knowing you go up to VSIN. I know it's Circa. I've watched you do DraftKings. And that's amazing to me because I didn't know you from anything. I don't know where you came from, but to see someone do that, that's not easy to do. You know how many people there are fighting for that spot? You know how many people there are, even for me, just being blessed to do the podcast. I'm not fighting for a spot like that. That's not my goal, but for people there's people that literally go to school for journalism. They go, they live, they breathe, they eat, and they're a stats guy, and they want to get that spot where you're at. And for you to go up there, dude, it's awesome to me. And again, I'm blessed to have you on this show, and I'm pumped you're on here. It's awesome. And tell me, I know you've had to do a lot of work to get there. I know that. The information you give is prime information, period.
Well, so I when I got into the betting space, I think it was, 2019, 2020. I didn't know anything real. I mean, I had bet before, but it was like straight money line picks and stuff and all that. And I started as a freelance writer, and I wrote, I think my first year just learning about betting and freelance writing, I wrote 2 million words. I made about $30,000 doing it. My fingers, I thought I was going to have carpal tunnel syndrome in my fingers, but I just kept doing it.
You probably do now, but it was worth it.
Dude, I wrote 600 articles for $2 an article. And it was like 1,000 words at least each. And that's just how I got into betting and stuff. And eventually that turned into like doing some on camera stuff and YouTube, and, eventually worked my way up. And it's a quick rise to get to where I'm at. And there's a lot more to go. But I think the thing what you said that, hit home with me, it's like somebody wants that spot every single day. Somebody wants it. That spot. And that drives me to keep going, because if you don't work, someone's going to take it from you.
Bro, you're one of the few people, and I don't, because I do my own thing. You know that. We talk here and there, and I do my own thing. I don't get caught up in what anybody else is doing or anything like that. I know I'm my own person. You're your own person. I'm not trying to take anybody's spots. I'm trying to make my own space, right? And so with you, what I see, and I've seen this, is you keep moving up, but I see the work. I see your posts. I see your content. And then people say, oh, this guy, hey, you're not, people send me these weird DMs. I get probably, honestly, 500, 700 DMs now. After our new marketing campaign, 500, 700 a week, a week, 500, 700. And I'm like, a lot of them are 30% are talking crap, right? And I'm like, dude, I don't even need to acknowledge that, because you're over here trying to argue with me and you're not even doing that. If you don't believe me, don't buy my picks. If you do, buy it. If you want to go to the free community, I'll give you 5 a week free. And if we go 3 and 2, oh, you suck. It's like, bro, if you want to be a winner, work hard like Tanner's done. He's moved up, work hard. That's what I'm trying to do, and make my own space and work hard. And if you don't put any work in, you will never freaking get there, no matter where you want to be. But if you're broke, you want to change your situation, work hard. And there's a lot of space in this space if you want to do it, because sports betting is becoming huge. In the next 5 years, every state will be legal. It's not, it's 38 states now. Every state will be legal. And you can make yourself a business if you put some time and effort into it. It would work. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going anywhere. And even if you don't want to sell picks, there's
we're not going to be the only 2 guys here. There's not going to be the only 5 other guys there. It's not going to. No. That's not what's going to happen. There's going to be more.
Find your niche. Again, I know people that make a ton of money doing sports, not selling picks. They do referral codes. They work with brands. They do paid sponsored videos. Like, there's so many ways to make it in the sports space and the gambling space too. But just the wider sports space, you can really have a successful career in social media right now.
That is, Tanner. I know you're gonna wrap up soon, man. I'm blessed to have you on this show again. I love having you on here. Now, here's what I want you to do. I'm gonna start sending the people that hit me for prize picks, and I get a lot of them. And I'm like, I just don't do that right now. I don't want to give them losers, so I'm going to start sending them over to you. Give me some of what you have for this week planned. You don't have to give out all your plays. I know you got packages as well. Give me a couple of your picks for this weekend, and let's roll with that, baby. I'm going to send them to you. Let's go.
Yeah, the few picks that I like, Breece Hall over 30.5 receiving yards. I think the addition of Devontae Adams actually helps Breece Hall have more receiving yards because now teams have to worry about him in the secondary. And Hall's receiving yards this season, he's been an absolute cheat code, coming off an over 100-plus performance, receiving, catching the football. And that was against a good Pittsburgh Steelers defense, too. So if he did that last week, I think he can do it once again against the New England Patriots. And last time out against the Patriots, had a really good game catching the ball in the backfield. 30.5 is a good line considering he's been pushing 40, 50.
Bro, you making my ears feel like money. Let's go. Come on, keep going. Keep going, so Tanner. I love it.
I like those two. On. If you're looking for a little sprinkle on this.
Give it to me. Sprinkle me. Come on.
These are tough picks. But Hunter Henry and Mark Andrews to catch a touchdown.
Yes.
They're tough. Don't get me wrong. Mark Andrews starting to come along. I was at the game in Tampa last week when he had the 2 touchdowns. I think they're working him in more, as they should have been all season. Not that Isaiah Likely's taken a back seat to him by any means, but Mark Andrews has become a prime goal line threat. Teams are starting to key in on Derrick Henry. Like, if you can find a team that is decent against the run, it's just going to open up Mark Andrews for more opportunities for those short passes because they can't necessarily lean on Derrick Henry every single down. Had a huge game against Tampa, but a lot of that came from a couple runs. For the most part, he was limited in his carries there. So we'd look to those two guys, Hunter Henry as well. Patriots don't have a lot of weapons. He's one of the top weapons they got.
Bro, you see how you're breaking this down? Look, you're like this is, and look, me and Tanner work together, so I don't care if y'all get some of his picks. I'm not that guy. Oh, you got some stuff from him? I want y'all to get some picks from him. Because this dude, you see how it breaks it down? Now, don't cancel all your packages now. I might be mad. But Tanner and I work together, man. He breaks it down like that. He gives you great information. He's not these other guys like me that give you shitty information and you're just going to take your money. This guy's awesome, man. Tanner, I appreciate you, brother. It's been a pleasure. And look, you got anything else to say?
I got
give me
one
another
more
one, then tell me all your company. Give me all your shit. Let's go.
This will be a quick explanation for you. Jordan Mason over 79.5 rushing yards against the Cowgirls defense because they haven't stopped anyone this year.
Hey, so all right, let me take a shit. You got anything by you can take a drink of?
No, I got nothing here.
Oh, it's all right. Well, you ain't got nothing. I'm gonna take a shot of tequila for you. Huh? For both of us. Now let me tell you this. The Dallas Cowgirls. Dude. And I know you got to go. I know you got DraftKings stuff. You got that big stuff to do. But one day, let DraftKings know. I'm going to steal you from them when my own network comes out. Let them know I'm coming. Let's go. And then,
right.
but the Dallas Cowboys, the defense, what is going on with bro, they couldn't stop you at running back. They couldn't stop Austin at quarterback. And they couldn't stop me playing wide receiver. What is going on?
Dude, I don't know, man. It's a lack of effort, intensity. I think losing Dan Quinn is probably the biggest thing. If I had to pick something, it's losing him to the Commanders from a defensive perspective. Mike Zimmer looks over his head. There's been no adjustments made mid-game. I think it's more the coaching than anything else because the talent's there.
Do you think it has to do with Jerry Jones selling $40 tour tickets?
I don't know what that's all about.
In Jones family, don't take me wrong because I know some people in the Jones family. I don't want them to hate me. I'm being funny. Jerry Jones is a businessman, right? I managed a lot of guys that played for the Cowboys 10 years ago going up through the system. Jerry Jones, when you meet him in person, I took 2 big shots of Crown with Jerry one day at the little bar down below by the field. It was the greatest moment of my life. I was like, I'm with JJ taking shots. He's a good dude. He's a businessman. We all forget then if that was your family, what would you do, right? And everybody and they wear him out. We're sports fans. They're going to win. They want to win now. He's doing what's best for his family, making money as an organization, doing marketing, selling $40 tickets to go on tours and things like this. Now, the players don't like it. People don't like it. And I think, I have mixed feelings for that. I'm thinking, me as a fan, it's all this. Me as being Jerry Jones, I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to sell me Jerry. So what you think? Like, that's how. So kudos to Jerry. Jerry, we know you're still a good owner. You're an owner in the NFL. You've been successful. I'm not taking a shot at you, but hey, we need to get to win. I live in Dallas. I'm not a Cowboys fan anymore, but I would like to see the boys to get to win it. They got all the pieces. Got CeeDee Lamb. They got Zeke. Zeke's kind of old, but they still got Zeke, and they ain't winning. What's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, hopefully they get back on track because football's better when they're good. I'll say that.
It's better when they're good because they're all over ESPN, but that's it, bro. I appreciate you for coming on today. I want to come on your podcast soon, but let me know when, and let's get it on.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Hey, Tanner, can you please, for the people real quick, let them know your website, let them know your Instagram handle, whatever you want to do, because I will shoot some guys there for prize picks. I love them to get your picks, man.
Yeah, definitely. At Tanner Kern on TikTok's probably my main place. I'm a big video guy. So there, and then at Tanner Kern on Instagram. Hit me up on just search Tanner Kern. You'll find it on social, and then you can catch me Mondays and Thursdays. Ride the Line podcast. We gotta get you on there. Then so every day on the DraftKings Sportsbook social handles.
My man, let's go. And I'm going to give a shout out real quick to our main sponsor, at No Limit Sports. At No Limit Sports is the best sports book that I've ever played with in my life. Literally, there's no rollovers. You play today, you get paid today. Same thing, you can win $200. You can win that today and get paid the same day. You don't have to let it ride, anything like that. You guys check them out at No Limit Sports. My guy's Nick, Big Jim over there. What's up, y'all? Tanner, thank you for being on the podcast. Hey, I'll call you when we get done with this. That was amazing having you, man. Hey, I like the shades. I like the jersey, too. I like that.
Thanks, man.
We'll be rocking next time. Let's go.
Appreciate it.